depressing fact that 8 out of every 10 elephants are being killed to sell their ivory tusks. An elephant in Africa is killed by poachers every 15 minutes. As many as 35,000 elephants are slaughtered each year due to the black market in ivory. While some ivory likely enters the market from natural deaths, the reality is that poachers get most of the ivory by killing the elephant and hacking off its tusk of the skull. In 1989, a moratorium was passed to ban the international trade of ivory, except under a few certain circumstances. These exceptions were: it's legal to buy and sell pre-ban and one-off sale ivory around the world subject to local rules. But because of low awareness and lax enforcement in several countries, illegal ivory has crept into the legal market. The problem is that many sellers falsify documents verifying that items were made pre-ban ivory. Wildlife crime at this international level is not only threatening to the environment, but also to the overall rule of law. Now, politics, war, and economics have converged to create an ecological crisis of epic proportions, one intensified by the underfunded law enforcement and a vast network of poachers and traffickers who are heavily armed. Ignorance, greed, and money are the tempting factors that make people blind to the horrifying acts that are inflicted upon these innocent creatures who are oblivious to the dangers all around them. There is also a threat to the community in which the elephants live in. While elephant poachers thrive in poorly governed areas, poaching fuels more crime, corruption, instability, and fighting among communities, and scares away tourists, and therefore reduces the potential money that would be pumping into the local economies from tourism. Did you know that 90% of ivory for sale in Asia is illegal? But significant evidence suggests that many people in Asian markets simply do not know the facts and buy ivory without meeting any harm. As long as there is a strong demand for ivory products, people will keep killing elephants, and only a change in consumer behavior can break the lucrative poaching and smuggling operations. The carving factories in China are the head of the problem. First and foremost, the 35 registered Chinese state-sanctioned carving factories need to be shut down so there are no ivory objects to buy. There are several examples in which ivory demand has been significantly reduced through the full ban of ivory, which is why there needs to be a full ban on the sale of ivory, interstate and intrastate, consistently throughout the country. Pro-traders argue that the supply of ivory can equal demand through free trade pricing and compared to ostriches and crocodiles as examples of successes. This is incomparable because these species breed much quicker and do not have high values on their body parts. To assume that free trade pricing economics will stem demand and solve the poaching crisis is nonsense when criminal syndicates that the ability to expand markets by supplying discounted goods and preserving the legal market. Admittedly, the full ban will have a negative impact on gun collectors, the sale of legal guns which contain ivory, antique dealers, museums, musicians, and others who own legal objects that contain ivory. Of course, individuals collectors feel their large ivory collections will be worthless. These arguments are valid, but the stakes are too high as the extinction of one of the planet's oldest species faces imminent extinction because of an international criminal enterprise. In order to save the elephants, the Chinese must be shut down their state-sanctioned carving factories, put a full ban on the sale of ivory, interstate and intrastate, increase awareness and amplify law enforcement against poachers, middlemen who sell ivory to factories, and factories that carve ivory, and people who buy and sell ivory products. Thank you for watching. If you would like to help, you can donate to support habitat protection and wildlife efforts, as just $50 can pay a ranger's salary for a 7-day patrol to protect the elephants. Or you can use social media to make people aware that poachers attain ivory by brutally killing elephants, and that sellers provide fake documentation ensuring it's legal ivory when in fact it's illegal. Thank you.